everyone, welcome to the next session on Answers Workbench tutorials. In this session, we will analyze a water bottle for its hydrostatic pressure analysis. We will see what happens to the bottle when it contains water. It always is subjected to some hydrostatic pressure. So we will see the variation of pressure over the body. We will be using two materials for analysis. One is PET, plastic, and the other is stainless steel. We will start by double clicking on static structural. We'll go to engineering data. Here we will add the material PET. First I'll give the value of density, which is 1380. Next, isotropic elasticity in megapascal. Young's modulus is 4000. Poisson's ratio is 0.39. This is one material added. Then we'll go to engineering data sources. In the library, we will go to general materials. Stainless steel is already present, so we will just bookmark here. Click on this plus sign. Then we'll go to project and update project. So we have added two materials. Then I'll go to geometry and right click. I will directly import the model. Then I'll go to model and double click. We will first go to geometry and we will just suppress the cap. We only want to analyze the body. Then I'll go to mesh. I'll generate the mesh. I am using the default size because I'm using the student version for analysis. If you are using the paid version, then you don't have to think about the size of the mesh. You can go for finer meshes. If I use finer mesh, my solution will show error. So in case you are doing the fine mesh in the student version and you get an error at the end, you just have to come back to mesh and use the default size that the software is suggesting you, because the number of nodes and elements are limited in the student version. In the paid version also, it depends on how many nodes and elements you have purchased. Otherwise, in student version, since there is a limitation, it is best to go for a little larger size of mesh, which is the coarse one. If you go for fine mesh, then there is generally an error at the end. Now we need to give the material also over here. So I will give this material as PET. I'll go to static structural and right click and insert fixed support, which is at the bottom end, which will be touching the surface on which you keep the bottle. So this is fixed. Next, you want to apply the standard earth gravity. So I'll right click here, insert standard earth gravity. This direction is Y. So change the direction to -Y. So it is downwards, and this is by default value which is taken by the software. Then I'll right click and insert hydrostatic pressure. Geometry is the inner surface. So I just have to select all the inner surfaces. So once I've selected all the surfaces, I'll click on apply. Then I'll give the fluid density, which is water, so 1000 kg per meter cube. Next, we have to give the hydrostatic acceleration. I will give in the form of component. So along the y-axis, the value is 9.81 meter per second square. Next, I will give the value of y coordinate. This is 0.15 meter for this body. Then I'll go to solution and right click, insert deformation total. I want to see the deformation directional along the x-axis and also along the y-axis, which is the vertical one. I also want to see the strain and the stress. I'll click on solve. So now we'll click on total deformation, which you can see over this body. I will change the units to millimeter. It is 0.007 mm over this body. Just note that the material is PT. You can animate and check this result. Obviously, this is an exaggerated version. Since the value in mm is too small, so you won't see such a big deformation, but it is just showing a little larger than life deformation to make you understand that this is where it is going to be affected. Then comes the directional deformation. This is along the x-axis. Maximum value is 0.0008 mm. Minimum is minus 0.00091. You can also animate and see the pattern of the change of deformation over the body. Next deformation is along the y-axis. Maximum value is 0.00013 mm. Again a very small value, but this is shown in red color. You can see over here, and this is the variation which is taking place at this bottom end. Then you have the elastic strain. Maximum is 9.869 into 10 raised to minus 5. Minimum is 8.2 into 10 raised to minus 8. If you click on max min, you can see where it is maximum and where it is minimum. If you click on them again, the options will disappear. Then we can see the equivalent stress, which is 0.2995 megapascal. Again, a very small value. Hence, you can see mostly everything is in blue. So your water bottle, when it is filled with water, this is going to be safe. There won't be any bursting or anything of that sort. If at all any deformation happens, it is actually very, very small because of the hydrostatic pressure exerted on the bottle. As you are already aware, the word hydrostatic means hydro is the fluid and it is in static state. So even in static state, the fluid can exert pressure on this water bottle. In certain cases, this will be vertical surface. Here it is a curved surface. So in fluid mechanics, you must have studied about hydrostatic forces exerted on vertical, inclined or curved surfaces. So here you can see the application of it. So this is all about PET material. Now I'll go to this option and I'm going to change the assignment to stainless steel. We'll go to solution and solve once again. Let's see the total deformation. Now when we were using PET as the material, the deformation was quite less. Now that steel is a better material as compared to plastic, which is more tough, obviously here the deformation will further reduce. So here you can see it is maximum of 0.000159 mm. You can see the directional deformation along the x-axis, the max and the min value. You can see along the y-axis, the value has also changed. You can animate and see this pattern of deformation being formed. Elastic strain maximum is 2.2 into 10 raised to minus 6 and minimum is 9.68 into 10 raised to minus 9. And we will see the equivalent stress is 0.3 megapascal, highest, and minimum is 0.000883. So that's how you analyze when you use two different material for hydrostatic pressure generated on a water bottle. With this, I end the session. I hope you have understood the analysis. If you have any doubt, please write to me in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for latest video updates. See you in the next session. Thank you.